Hello, everybody. At this time, we are talking about price leadership. Price leadership occurs when a leading firm in a given industry is able to exert enough influence in the sector that it can effectively determine the price of goods or services for the entire market. This type of firm is sometimes referred to as the price leader. This level of influence often times leaves the rivals of the price leader with little choice but to follow its lead and watch the prices if they are to hold on to their market share. This phenomenon is common in industries that have oligopolistic market conditions, such as the airline industry. In the airline industry, a dominant company typically sets the prices, and other airlines feel compelled to adjust their prices to match the prices of the leading firm. And then we move to price leadership's models. The first model, dominant firm. When a firm is legitimately dominant in their industry, meaning that all of their competitors are smaller than they are, price dominance comes easy. A business that has lots of volume can get away with smaller margins than companies who rely on fewer sales. This allows price leaders to lower their costs enough that the smaller competitors have a hard time matching it. And then the second, collusion. Sometimes you are the dominant player in an industry and you don't have any information that allows you to get a jump on the market forces in your industry before competitors do. However, if enough powerful firms in an industry get together to set prices, they'll combine to become a dominant enough force that they'll all become price leaders. And then third, barometric. Size isn't the only factor that can help one dominate in a market. If a smaller firm is particularly well attuned to the market forces in their industry, they can foresee changes coming soon and react to them quicker. This allows that firm to get a jump on price changes before their competition does. Few small companies have the resources to consistently become a barometer of market changes. And then we move to advantages of price leadership. The first advantage, profitability. Where the price leader sets high product prices and competitors match the price changes, then the company and the other players will enjoy higher profit as long as consumer demand remains steady. Also, where the competitors replicate the price leader's actions, it ensures that the price leader does not lose the significant market share it enjoys to the competitors. And then the second, better quality products. When a company establishes itself as a price leader, it increases its annual revenues, some of which are used to design new product features and improve product quality. Customers want to pay a premium price for a premium product, and the company can only deliver it when its activities are profitable. Profits earned from its current products can be reinvested in research and development to find new ideas that will help the company deliver value to its customers. And then third, reduces price wars. Where the market comprises companies of the same size, there are likely to be price wars as each competitor tries to increase its market share. However, when one company establishes itself as the market leader, there are likely to be fewer growth and price wars as the small competitors try to safeguard this market share. Instead, they will adjust the prices of their products and services to correspond to the prices set by the price leader. And then we move to the challenges and risks of price leadership. While price leadership can offer significant advantages, it also comes with its set of challenges and risks, particularly concerning legal considerations and market-related factors. The first factors, anti-competitive concerns. One of the primary legal challenges facing price leaders is the risk of being perceived as engaging in anti-competitive practices. Regulatory bodies often structuralize firms with significant market influence to ensure their pricing strategies don't violate antitrust law. A price leader must be careful not to price, fix, or create barriers that prevent fair competition. And then the second, balance between competitive pricing and market dominance. Price leaders must set competitive prices to maintain market share and profitability, but not so high as to alienate consumers or invite regulatory scrutiny. Simultaneously, they must avoid predatory pricing practices that could harm competitors and the market as a whole. And then the third, market responsiveness. Price leaders need to maintain a delicate balance in their pricing strategies, ensuring they remain competitive without dominating the market to an extent that harms overall industry health. Overall, aggressive pricing might drive competitors out of the market, which can lead to which can lead to a lack of innovation, reduced consumer choice, and eventually regulatory intervention. And then price leadership best practices. The first, understand your costs. Before setting prices, understand all of your cost structure, calculating all business costs including production, and then overhead and operational expenses is essential to ensure your pricing covers every aspect of your operations. Make sure your prices cover your costs and leave room for a reasonable profit margin. Set your prices to achieve your desired profit margins and establish a target profit margin that aligns with your financial goals. As a result, you will determine the price for your goods that won't be too low. And then the second, avoid price wars. While being competitive is important, you should avoid engaging in destructive price wars with competitors. Such wars can reduce profitability and are often unsustainable, so they can end up doing you more harm than good. And that doesn't make sense. Instead, do your job, observe closely, and react quickly. And then third, monitor the market. Keep a close eye on your industry and competitors. Understand market trends, consumers' behavior, your competitors' pricing strategies, and observe leader activities. That way, you won't be left behind. I think it is enough. Thanks for watching.